All right, this is Dr. Willie Jolley and my beautiful bride, Dee. And we are the authors of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. We are so glad you're here with us tonight on this live edition of the Marriage Show. For those who don't know, we've been doing a replay on every other Monday other than the first Monday, because we got so much content over 7-8 years that many people didn't know what we had performed and done in the past. So now we've got all of this for everybody, wherever you may be. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the Jolley Marriage Show with my beautiful bride, Dee. Tonight we're going to talk about romance and finance.
The second time around.
The second time around. And you mean by romance the second time around? Not the finance the second time around, but the romance and finance the second time around. When you're in your second marriage,
or your third marriage,
or your third, or your multiple, how you deal with it. So that's what we want to talk about this evening. Join in, give us your comments. We're excited about having you as part of the community. All right, so let's talk about this. The second time around, and I want to talk about not just the second time around. I got some notes about it as well. Okay.
One specific issue. Let's just
cut to the chase. Okay.
Issue. Her husband is deceased, and she lives off of his pension. She has a romantic involvement, and she has been asked to get married. Question becomes, if I marry, I lose my pension. What should I do?
Right.
My short answer: you shouldn't get married.
Wow.
Now, why would I say that? Because the fact that you have to consider you're living off your pension. I don't know if she has Social Security, if she has retail investment, all these are other kinds of things. But for most people, the primary thing is your 401k, your retirement money. And in this case, her husband had a pension. So I don't know if that's all of her money or not. But the fact that she's concerned about, I lose my husband's pension if I get married, it says that money is important.
Right.
Should she anticipate? Well, no. There needs to be a conversation. If I marry you, I'm losing my husband's pension. Are you going to give me that money? Should she even ask him, are you going to give me the equivalent of what my husband's pension would have given me? It's awkward. I think they would need a prenup, because she's now going to be completely.
But let's talk about a prenup. Hold up. One, the prenup just keeps the other person from getting her assets, but this is more complicated. The prenup, if she marries this person,
prenup is whatever the.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. But you're missing a point. The prenup would not work because she is risking a income source that once she gets married, this stops. A prenup will not impact that. You see what I'm saying?
I guess I'm not sure as the definition of a prenup is whatever. I thought the definition of a prenup, and maybe I'm wrong, is whatever you two decide. This is mine. This is mine. This will be ours. This is how we're going to do it.
Okay, so what she really needs is a written agreement that he will keep her, but it's not a prenup. It's a written agreement. But what happens if he divorces? They divorce.
But then that needs to be in the contract.
Okay, then she continue to get alimony, or
that's the decision that's in the contract. Where some people go through divorce.
What you folks think?
And they get half of the other person's retirement. I think it's complicated.
It
really is complicated with second, third, whatever. It's complicated, and it eats up your finances.
Yeah.
So my short answer, it's just like, I'm thinking it, but I'm not saying it. I would not. The fact that you have to be concerned about your livelihood after you marry this person. Are they going to keep you in the financial style to which you have become accustomed, which your spouse's pension allows you? That's complicated.
That's very complicated. That's very complicated.
Now, you want to marry me? Can will you give me a monthly stipend of $5,000 if that's what I'm getting, or a monthly stipend of $10,000 if that's what I'm getting?
Okay, we got a friend who her husband died, and she gets $10,000 a month.
She gets $10,000 a month.
Yeah. And
I think that's a pretty darn good pension.
Well, it's a pension, and it's it's more than a lot of people get in their retirement
from several sources.
Right.
Because Social Security runs a little less than $2,500 a month for the average person. And then what other sources? Because they talk about what other sources of income. You have a 401k or a 403b. And then you have your retail investment account. It definitely is not an easy answer. Right.
So there's another point about second time that we recently had, which is the heirs from one side disagree with the heirs of the other side. In fact, we were watching it on the History Channel. Let's say it's the History Channel. And it was the story about Robert Wood Johnson & Johnson. And how
there was a disagreement with father and son too, wasn't it?
It was father and son. And then was it Robert Wood? It was one of these history, but whatever. Let's take the husband divorced the wife to marry his secretary or nurse or something. She got all of the money. He left her most of the money, and he had 5 children. And those 5 children got they got a pittance. They sued, right?
What? She got like 15 million. They divided like 4 billion a piece. I mean, I can't really feel sorry for them.
Right.
But it also speaks to the father wasn't infirm.
No, he was not infirm. He did
not want to leave the bulk of his money to them.
Right.
That's a whole nother issue.
I see. I've been following your content for quite a while, and I'm genuinely a fan of what you do. I really enjoy your videos and the value you share. Thank you.
Who is this? Thank you so much.
We got so many comments here coming in tonight on Instagram. Thank you, folks, for Instagram. Oh, wow. Thank you. That was Delwar Hussein Inc. I'm sorry.
You're messing up.
I'm messing up name. Let's see. So many people are jumping in. Thank you.
I don't know what you do. I think the key is you have to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
And what is coming up emotionally with this particular person, and I think it's with all, there's a fear. Because now without the pension, she's completely relying on the new husband.
Right.
And can you trust if you keep secrets, like in relationships, marriages? Okay, you got a hidden account over here. You don't know about this over here. Blended.
Well, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. No, you should never have any secret accounts.
But that is very common.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't do it. I'm saying to it, you should not do it. According to research, you said it happened. You shouldn't do it.
46% of the
and you should not do it.
But that's because you don't want to face the uncomfortable conversation of saying, you know what, I really do want to help my child. And he goes to the next thing, I bored them, and so I want to give them the money. And
we had that one too. We saw that the husband and the wife had a disagreement because he said, I want to help my child. And she was saying, but what about us? Or my children? And he was taking money from that. Hey, Pastor Holly, thank you so much. So good to have you on. We got lots of pastors and friends from all over jumping on. Thank you. So this topic
But that opens
romance and finance.
That opens up a whole nother keg of worms when you, because that was another question about, as a step parent, should you discipline?
Well, that's hard. That's not that. That's stay on finance and romance.
That's still an emotional thing.
Yeah, but that's stay on finance and romance. Because that's a whole. That's a deep dive. We could go down that rabbit hole for a lot. So let's make sure we're clear on this. The conversation is that you got a
widower.
A widower.
Is that the female? The widower.
Widow is a female. Female, female is a widow, and she has a significant other who she has developed a relationship with. He wants to get married.
Yes,
but she gets a significant income pension from her late husband.
Yes,
and if she remarries, that pension is cut off.
Goes away.
And she wants to know, should she marry this man and take that hit or not?
And I said the fact.
And you said no.
Myself first.
You said no.
The bottom line would be a no, because you're concerned. The major question on your mind is, I'm giving up this money to marry him.
Right.
What is he going to, short question, what is he going to do for me? Is he going to take care of me and replace my income source? Doesn't that sound mercenary?
Well, do you love the man? That's what our pastor would say. Do you love him?
Enough to give up the pension?
That's the question. Do you love him enough to give up the money?
But then it puts this person, so now you're not on equal footing, because now he's in control of all the money.
Yeah.
And depending, I don't know what kind of person he is. He's,
You're making a moral judgment. You're making a.
I know we don't have all the.
You're making a.
It's hard.
That's hard.
But that's the issue with blending, because everybody comes with stuff.
Yeah.
And the money. What breaks up?
Marriages break up for one of three reasons we found over the years of doing this: sex, money, communication.
And communication is a common thread.
Right.
And the discussions that we have, or when there are complaints in relationships, it comes down to not being open about what you are really thinking and feeling. And part of it has to do with being able to articulate it in a fashion where you're expressing yourself, but you're not offending.
Right.
That's
right.
hard.
That's hard. That's very hard. And so what do you do there? How do you do it? What's the answer?
Come with a difficult conversation that you have to have a time to talk. This is uncomfortable, but I want to talk about this is what I'm feeling.
Wow.
I wouldn't. Do I love you enough to give up my financial independence? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Well, do you love him? Would she be able to say she loves that person enough to give up her financial independence?
Right.
Hoping. Well, you know what?
And it depends, and only she can answer that, because we don't know anything about the man.
Well,
maybe he's independently wealthy,
and maybe he's not. Maybe does she love him enough? You hit the answer. Does she to take the risk? That's what you're really saying, because there is a risk involved. But life is about risk, in my estimation. Life is about risk,
but there's something called calculated risk, which means you've done as much due diligence as you know to do. And you just don't jump out
right
plane without the parachute.
Look, someone said, I wouldn't want to miss out on true love for money. I like that. Thank you, Toya. There's a Toya here. F1183. Thank you. That was Powerful. I appreciate that. That's a good response.
This is a romantic person. I would have calculated every no. No.
That's funny. Wow. Okay, so let me.
What's your position?
My position. Well, I got a different take on some of this. Anyway,
okay.
I got love brought you together. Money can either bring you closer together or drive you apart. The goal isn't simply to have a wealthy bank account. It is to have a wealthy relationship. Many of you know that I have a new book called Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. And in the book, I talk about the 5 types of wealth. Of course, there's financial wealth that most people think of when they think of wealth. But the most important wealth you'll ever have is your health. Health wealth, that's number 2, but it's really the most important. Because what good is all the money if you're sick? And as my friend Les Brown says, the person who is sick has one dream, to get well, while the person who is well has 1,000 dreams. So that's number 2 wealth. The third wealth is where we're going to focus here, relationship wealth. Not just where you're going, but who's going with you. So going back to that quote.
Okay,
Going back to that quote.
I have to interject here.
The goal isn't simply to have a wealthy bank account, is to have a wealthy relationship. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Interject.
Having a wealthy relationship also deals with having trust.
Yes.
If I give up all my money, I'm trusting this person to take care of me.
Yes.
And part of that's an emotional thing too.
Yes. Okay, well, yes on all the above. Do you
No.
do it?
I'm keeping my money. I got everything else I need. No. I'm sorry.
Cheryl said, oh, so folks are joining in as well on the other front. Hello, Desiree, how are you? Good to talk.
Agrees with me.
Desiree says, what happens to her if she ends up divorcing her new husband? Is her pension guaranteed if she's not married? That's a great question. But my guess would be once you get married, it stops. You can't restart it if they're divorced. But you don't know.
I've never had that question before.
That's a good question, Desiree. That's a good question. Cheryl,
I bet once it's gone, it's gone.
I believe once it's gone, it's gone. Now Cheryl says yes. She's with D. This is an interesting topic.
It's an emotional thing too. It really is. And what do you value? Now we're different in the sense that I told you financial security to me is having my house paid off.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, is that for some people, that's like stupid.
Well, some people say it's a bad financial decision
because
to take money that could go in the market to pay off a interest at 4.2% when you could be making 10% in the market.
Our financial guru, Michelle's secretary, they paid off their house and she had a 2% note.
Right.
But I emotionally am where she is in that I would just sleep better.
Yes.
So any extra money, I'm putting it towards the mortgage because of how it makes me feel. We wouldn't have that great big bill. Then we could put more money into
now what she did
market,
say,
which is up, and
she said Michelle had a wonderful response. She said the stock market is not guaranteed. A paid off house is. Woo! That was good.
That's good.
That was good. She said a paid off house is guaranteed. Once you pay it off, that's it. And you don't have to worry about it anymore. So
but you still got the maintenance stuff like that.
Yeah. But that money, she said, you take every month. Cheryl said we should get Michelle Singletary on the show sometime soon. Really stat. Yeah, you're right.
While she's on vacation doing everything before the other program starts in September.
Right. She said it's important that you understand that if you do the math, that it's 4 point. Your hers was 2 point.
Yeah,
2.0 kind of mortgage, and she said we paid it off, and people laughed at us, but we knew it was guaranteed, and then we took that money that we would have paid monthly to our mortgage, which was a few $1,000s, and then we invested that. We didn't spend it.
Right.
We invested.
So she had lump sums, to be able to every month, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 into the stock market is a lot of money as opposed to $500 or $1,000.
Now I just as an aside, Tiffany Haddish I saw her on television, and she said when she does a big movie or do big program or project, she will take 90% of her pay and buy a home and live on the other 10%. She has like 7, 8, 9 homes, and some of them are used for her foundation.
Because she was an orphan.
Yeah, she was in an orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she said that's her love language.
Her way of giving back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's really good. This is an interesting topic, and I think it is more than just a notion to talk about. Okay,
I'm just saying it's emotional, and I'm not sure that there's one right answer, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about this.
Not unless it was a billionaire, and had already given me my portion. Oh, it sounds so terrible. I know it sounds terrible,
but it's the truth.
Because nobody can replace you. How about that?
No, that's true. Thank you. That's good. But a billionaire would make you think about it. All right. So, have you ever had an argument about money in your relationship? That's the question. Have you ever had an argument about money in your relationship? And because it's said that money is one of the major causes of stress in relationships, and that can affect your marriage relationship. Have you ever noticed that when money gets tight, tempers get short? People have less patience, and so money is a stressor in regular life. And then it comes down to, we've talked about this in a past show, which I encourage you to go back and watch, the different types of money personalities. Are you a saver? Are you a spender? Are you an investor? Are you a risk taker? Are you a security seeker? Are you a generous giver? Are you a budgeter? Are you a shopper? Those are the different types of money personalities. And you have to decide which one, how that plays into your relationship, because that could make a major difference in your relationship and how you handle a question like this.
Yes.
Okay. What is that person that you are dating? What kind of personality do they have? You can see that in dating, unless they are a representative. I was on one show. Somebody said, "What do you do about the representative?" The woman was a representative, and
which means what?
That the real person never came to be until they were married.
Oh my!
He didn't know that this person was not who they appeared to be, until she kept it well hidden. Like said, she said it. He never saw me without a wig on. And when he saw me with braids, he was shocked. He never saw me without eyelashes and makeup on. She made a point of it until I got married.
Wow.
That was a representative. Wow, that's a wow. So
you mean you had to spend all your time being made up and everything?
I guess she had a plan.
Wow.
And it worked.
That's too much work. Well, are they still together?
I don't know. I don't have the rest of the story. The question was, what do I do when I married a person who is not who I thought it is?
Wow. We end up getting divorced. That's what happens.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
I thought that was an interesting point of a topic.
Wow.
All right, so let me go back to those five ways of wealth, because I don't want to leave you hanging. I want to encourage everybody to go to richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. Let's see what Cheryl is saying. Cheryl says, I smell a part 2 coming. Yeah, I kind of think so too, Cheryl. I think the exact same thing, because this one is, and there's a lot more in my copy that I haven't gotten to. What do you do if your partner doesn't want to talk about finance? Oh, we had that conversation. That's a whole nother point, because we just had a wife who said she went to the husband and said, I want to know about the finances.
You don't need to know.
You don't need to know. He said, I got that.
I got you covered.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Don't want to talk about it.
And what if he dropped dead?
What if he dropped dead?
But you know what? We have dealt with that too, in terms of people in our church who had no clue. I was talking to, because I'm part of the what ministry is that? The spouses ministry, and the one of the friends was saying that after 2 years, her husband being gone, she's still going through. For example, the Verizon account was in his name only. And when she had to do something with, and she had to get the death certificate. So one of the things they say, you get the death certificate, you need to get like 20, 30 copies of the death certificate. So it kind of brought up all this emotional stuff, because she was doing something different with the Verizon stuff. And they're like, well, you don't have access because your name is not on the account.
Right.
So you don't have the details, where the bills are. And it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And to have, I can't imagine, because we're in business, and then plus we have personal.
Right.
So we have to talk about the business stuff, and that's a whole entity in and of itself. And then we talk about the personal, which is really very easy compared to all the business stuff.
Right.
And then I have to explain, because I'm doing the detail, and you will say, well, what happened to so and so and so and so? And I'm like, let me go back over here to this. You can't keep it all in your head.
No.
So passwords, you got to share your passwords. Now,
wow.
In one of those questions related to this, blending of, second marriages, do you still have a his, hers, and ours? I think that's necessary. Like that, the joint account, the household account, whatever's in that joint account, and then your individual accounts. But we have that, but we can see each other's everything.
Cheryl said, only allowing your partner to see your representative is called faking the funk.
Cheryl knows.
But it said the lady did not ever be around him without her wig on, and he thought it was,
How do you have? Let's just cut to the chase. How do you have intimate time and sex with the wig and the lashes?
I guess
we
don't know.
I guess I'm too country with the wig. So the
wigs
don't come off.
Well, they're weaves.
Oh, that's
okay.
Right.
They're weaved. Am I right? It's a New York term, Cheryl said. But weaves, they are permanent, or at least permanent, sewn in for the long term. The eyelashes and so forth. And so
nobody's lashes are Bambi lashes.
Well, I don't.
Okay.
All right. So
that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work to keep it.
But he had no clue.
He had no clue when he figured it out. When he finally found out.
Oh, when she exposed it.
Ooh, when she came in the room with those cornrows under her, he was shocked.
Well, her exterior look might have changed, but that does not mean that her personality.
No, it does not. But
it's a representative in terms of her physical appearance.
Right.
Was that off-putting? Because her basic personality and the woman that she was might have been the same.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You're just saying. I take you any way you come. How you like that?
That's a good answer, sweetheart.
All right, our time is up. This has been a great this has been a really great concept and conversation. We're going to do a part 2 of this. We'll let you know when. We want everybody, if you're not following us on the social media, you don't get the updates about when we'll send out a video when we're going to do a live, and otherwise there'll be a replay. So you got to be on our social media at A Jolley Marriage on Facebook, The Real Willie Jolley on Instagram, Willie Jolley on Facebook as well. Willie Jolley on Facebook, The Real Willie Jolley on Instagram, Willie Jolley on LinkedIn Live. And then you should all be on my newsletter. Everybody should be on our newsletter. Go to winwithwillie.com, winwithwillie.com. Sign up for our newsletter so you get updates on what we're doing, when we're doing, or we coming to your city. We got a lot of big things coming up this second half of the year. And then I want everybody to go to Rich is Good. And well, I tell you what, when you go to winwithwillie.com, you'll get access to my new book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. That is just so exciting. I got a note yesterday from a man. I got to read this note. The man said, it was so profound. I love this note. It was a note that blessed me. Hold on, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to share it with y'all. He said, let's see. Yeah, here it is. He said, no, it's not there. Here it said, Dr. Willie, your book exceeded my expectations. I just gave it a 5-star recommendation for running that as a book of the month with our organization.
Oh, wow.
I not only made notes for application for me, but notes for teaching my team, and have scheduled a weekly study session with my daughter. I've had a frustrating struggle with teaching her the financial basics she's going to need when we go to heaven.
Wow.
We'll see how it goes, but I believe that this will prove to be the tool I've long needed. Oh. Thank you. Isn't that a beautiful letter?
Yes, it is.
So, and we had another gentleman who met my wife by phone because he went to a bookstore. He went to a flower shop where the book was being sold.
In Lee's Florist.
And Lee's Floral. And he was from Dallas, Texas, doing a walking tour. And Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better.com for preview chapters on the book. If you want preview chapters on the book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better.com. Desiree said, another great show. Thank you, Willie and Dee. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Go to Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better.com for free review chapters. Go to Win with Willie to sign up for our newsletter. And then make sure you stay connected with us. Have a great day.
Tune in, because you get to learn from the challenges that other people had, so you don't have to experience them all.
That's right. I love that. All right, we got to go.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for your patience. We'll see you next week. Or not, well, we'll see you soon. I'm not sure what we're going to do when, but just see you soon. God bless you. Here we go, going out.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.